Okay, here we go, Lori. Starting with the orange band. I'm going to step on it on the outside of my left foot, right? Get my equal weight bearing here. I'm going to lace my fingers together around the band using both strands, right? I'm going to start over on my left side and then pull diagonally to my right. So I'm kind of pushing off of that left foot, up and over. Okay, 12 of those, getting nice and warmed up. Again, step on the band, opposite foot, outside of the foot, stepping on it, right? Coming from my right side, across to the left. So now I'm pushing off of that right foot. And then 12 on that side. So getting nice and warmed up for your deadlift, which we decided to use the purple band on. So get in here, get your feet hip distance apart, just slightly outside your hips, right? Just like you're lifting that hex bar, okay? Build the arch in your foot. We're gonna hinge those hips backwards. I'm gonna choke up on this pretty good, right? And I wanna get my shoulder blades squeezed together. So here's where I turn my glutes on. I got my belly button pulled into my spine and a nice straight cervical spine. And then I'm just gonna stand up with it. Really give a good squeeze at the top. All right, so starting at the bottom, all the things are tightened up. Okay, stand it up, squeeze. Really pressing those hips open at the top. Core is pulled in tight. You should feel this in your low back, a little bit in your glutes, some in your hams, definitely your upper back from the pull. Okay, that's your deadlift. All of these are going to be 12. So next we're going into a bicep from a lunge. So your red band, we're going to get in a lunge position. Okay, I'm not letting that back knee touch the ground though. I'm going to kind of hover in this position. All right, again, get those shoulder blades back, nice cervical spine. I feel most of the weight through my left heel, getting a nice stretch in the front of this hip. All right, squeezing in tight, and I'm going to bicep curl. Full extension, as much bend as you can get. All right, moving through 12 of those. So pull up, make your tension hard enough that 12 feels challenging. Okay, and then the next go around, you can alternate legs. All right, next to a squat with your core braced. So back to the orange band. Wrap it around, okay? Shoulder blades are pinched, slightly pulled apart. Get those feet out. You can toe out just slightly. And then we're gonna sit back to that chair, right? Keeping the chest nice and high. Hinging the hips back to sit and stand up. So I'm keeping my upper body braced with that band pulled apart. Keeping my head nice and high. Squeezing at the top. Again, 12 of those. That's your squat. Then the hollow hold. Okay. We'll wrap that red band around your shoulders. Get right across there. Poke my hands through the, right here for a handle. And then we're gonna get on the floor. All right, I'm gonna get that nice hollow body position. So I'm bringing those legs up, pressing my low back to the floor, right? And then I'm gonna go with my elbows out to 90 degrees, my shoulders are out at 90, and I'm gonna push straight up. Trying to keep that low back pressed to the floor, and then get that nice extra little push on this press, right? You should feel the front of the shoulders and your pecs. Keep those shoulder blades pushed down your back. It's a great exercise. All right, we're on to tricep extensions. Back to orange. I think the easiest way for this guy, step on that orange. I kind of wrap my hands through and grab it. All right, I'm gonna get in a forward, kind of a forward position, lock my elbows in at my side, and then I just wanna go from here I just want to straighten the elbows and bend. Straighten and bend. So that little pause there, and then bend. Just keeping your core pulled in tight when you're doing that one, so we're not dumping into that low back too much, right? So all we're looking for is that. You could also, if you've had enough with that, you could just hold it on one side and do singles. That other one I was able to get both at one time. So just holding the band in a position that you can apply the resistance opposite. Adductors with your red band. You know these. We've done them a million times. For you especially, just the left leg, right? So tie a knot in it, put it in the door, and then you're only gonna do the left. So you don't need your slider. Okay, we'll just get enough. I'd like to walk out and feel my resistance, right? I want a soft bend in my knee, squeeze those glutes, right? I'm gonna let the left leg come away slowly and then pull two. So I'm feeling work on that right glute and work on that left inside adductor. Okay. Then we're gonna move on to lats. The black one is great for this. Again, if you can tie it in a knot and put it over the door, if you have a place that you can do that, that would be best. Otherwise, you get it next time. All right, so reach in through and through. So we've got a kind of an overhand grip on that. You want to get back into a nice flat back. All right, kind of feeling that weight through my heels. My core is squeezed in nice and tight, and my elbows are going to flare out to the side. And I'm thinking about my lats doing all that work. So all of this is working, right? I don't want to let my back arch too much. Won't be a problem for you. Keep it nice and flat. Pulling those lats all the way down, all the way up. All right, one more. Okay, we're gonna do a little shoulder press. So I'm gonna get into half kneeling position. So I'm gonna tuck one strand under my foot. All right, now I'm completely on my opposite knee, right? And squeeze my butt in nice and tight on the right, the knee that's on the ground. Squeeze that core in, okay? And grab my band, keep my shoulder blades back, and we're gonna come straight up to the side, pressing straight overhead. So it looks like this. Everything's nice and tall. All right, I'll do 12. I'm hoping you can kind of run through these in a circuit. Do 12 of each, go back through, do 12 of each. On that 12, you could switch the leg if we did something on a single leg, and then hopefully another round. I'm hoping for 3 to 4 rounds. If you're feeling ambitious, go for 4 rounds. But that pretty much covers it all. All right, have fun.